another daily roundup of Russian Telegram chatter. Read the disclaimer below, please. Your like and subscribe is appreciated, it helps with increasing the reach of the channel. On Telegram today, the Ural Airlines Airbus A321, flying from Antalya to Moscow, experienced two failures in its autopilots at an altitude of 10,650 meters. The captain requested a descent, but continued the flight to Moscow. During the landing approach to Domodedovo at an altitude of 1,800 meters, the nose wheel control system failed, and the crew requested a tractor. A code blue alarm was issued at the airport. The plane landed successfully, and Rosaviatsya began an investigation into the incident. Turkish spares are counterfeit and dangerous. The cost of compulsory motor third-party liability insurance for passenger cars is planned to be increased by 30% by the end of the year, said Anton Shaparin, vice president of the National Automobile Union. According to him, insurers are trying to implement this decision through their industry organization, explaining the price increase by the increase in the cost of spare parts and service. The Arnest Group will buy the British Unilever business in Russia for 30% of the price. Unilever has received government permission to sell its assets in Russia. Arnest has already bought the Russian business of the brewing company Heineken for €1. What is not reported is that Heineken performed some accounting tricks to ensure Arnest would pay a structured debt to Heineken HQ of over €100 million. Because Unilever have left it for 3 years to sell, they are limited to selling for more than 50% of the business's capital value. Then they have to pay 30% exit tax on the balance, and other standard taxes. They are unlikely to realize more than 30% of the business's value. They have paid billions in taxes since February 2022, to support our glorious federal budget. Also be aware that businesses often perform exit finds to take the heat off themselves back home, so this claim will be investigated in the coming weeks. Import substitution failed. More than half of Russian enterprises have not found worthy suppliers to replace those who left the Russian Federation in 2.5 years. Neither domestic companies nor Asian partners helped. In the fall of 2024, Russia is expected to see a significant increase in prices for legal services, especially for conscripts, due to inflation and new legislative changes, including the introduction of an electronic military registration register. Experts advise contacting lawyers in advance. A representative of the Taliban terrorist movement, banned in Russia, came to the Eastern Economic Forum and called for investment in Afghanistan. Afghanistan is safe, we have no corruption, no illegal substances, and our agriculture is well developed and our women are safely categorized as beatable vermin. The situation is favorable, so I would like male Russian businessmen to operate in Afghanistan, the representative of the movement said. There are no yuan in Russia because the Chinese brothers have closed themselves off with a thick shield, fearing secondary US sanctions, Reuters reported. Russian sources told Reuters. The situation is especially aggravated by the fact that the yuan is the main currency of Russia's foreign trade, as a result of which deals worth tens of billions of yuan remain in limbo. The chat is unverified. I do not endorse the views expressed. Has this content been useful to you? Would you like to see more research and translation content from Beefeater Fella? If you do, and you want to stay up to date with my work, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel now. It takes just a few seconds and it's free. This is really important. Your support and recommendations can make a big difference to the channel. To those who have supported me on Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee, you are simply awesome.